Hey everyone, wooootles here, and in this video, I'm gonna take you on a short tour of the Avenue residences. For those of you new to my channel or on my Instagram, this is my oldest standing big creation. This build was finished in 2012, so 10 years ago, and until the one Azure was created back in 2016, this has been my crown jewel build, my masterpiece, so to speak. This build has traveled with me to Brickworld 2012 and 2016, where I believe it had generally positive feedback, with nominations and being a master builder's favorite. I haven't done any major mods to this building since finishing it in 2012, so this would be also like a time capsule of how I built buildings back then. And in this video, we'll look in great detail on how this was built. Alright, let's start with the exterior. So this is mainly an apartment building, where the first floor having restaurants, and the other 3 floors being split into 2 apartment units. You would notice that this is built on 2 32 by 32 base plates, and mostly following Lego modular building rules. It is sitting 2 plates higher, like most of my newer builds, so if I wanted to put an official Lego set next to this, I would have to prop it up a bit. Also, compared to my newer builds where I put studded dark tan plates on the sidewalk, this one remains fully tiled. Again, it's a reflection of my older build philosophy. This part here is a Japanese restaurant. It says sushi in Japanese, but this is actually more of a teppanyaki restaurant. We'll look at the inside later in this video. Again, in the corner view, there's more decorations here with the samurai swords, so there's no mistaking what you're going to get inside. And to the left here, it's a yogurt restaurant, clearly inspired by Pinkberry. For the kids who don't know, Pinkberry was like the cool thing 10-15 years ago. So having sourced aqua tiles back then is a bit of an achievement, especially when that color was rarer than it is right now. And to both ends of the building, one over here and another door over here, both of those doors lead to each of the 2 apartment units. The second floor has 4 small brick-built balconies. This arch technique is taken from the cafe corner. It is a bit flimsy, and I remember building extras of these parts during Brickworld shows just in case I lose them. Speaking of rare colored parts I mentioned earlier, here's another one, sand blue, and also old dark gray. I don't know if you can see it clearly. Sand blue only really became prominent when the pet shop was released, and even now this color is still very much uncommon. I mixed it with brown, dark tan, dark bluish gray, and of course the old gray to create this brick pattern on these 2 floors. And I think it worked pretty well. This part is really simple, just simple tiles on snot bricks, a technique that has been used forever. And the 4th floor does have a big balcony with a brick-built pergola, as you can see here. Going around the back, it's definitely more plain here. Both restaurants do have their own exit doors. Here. These Technic bricks are definitely back from the time when I was still considering connections to official Lego sets. I definitely don't do this anymore in my newer stuff. Of course, the main detail in the back is the fire exit. It's a detail I copied from the greengrocer, and it's a detail that I use even on my later builds. The roof is fairly simple. If you guys look at my newer buildings, I definitely put more effort in doing roof designs now, including the HVAC units and piping. But this amount of detail right here would have been right in line with the modular sets back in the day. Alright, now we just finished going through the exterior, so we will look inside. Alright, here's a look at the first floor interior in all its glory. Again, on the sides over here and over here, there are the 2 entrances to apartments, so once you go up the stairs, it will lead to the units. Maybe a bit harder to see, but if you would look over here, there's a singular mailbox in red for each of the 2 units. But other than that, this floor is definitely focused on the yogurt shop and the Japanese restaurant. And starting off with that Japanese restaurant, going through the front door, the patrons will be greeted by a mini waterfall display with rocks right behind the reception desk. And over here is the sushi bar, but they actually serve both sushi and alcohol here. There's also a small grill in the back here. And in this small back room, there's a larger sink. Again, a bit hard to see, but there's a freezer and some drawer units and a soda machine. And of course, the exit door right here. Going back to the main room, there's a table for 5 with a flat iron grill, big exhaust port over here to suck up all the smoke, and the cook has a cart with all the ingredients for the food. And right next to the Japanese restaurant is the yogurt shop. Like I said, heavily based on Pinkberry, but the actual inside is very simple. Counter here showing all the different colors and flavors. And if I temporarily take this off, there's a small register over here, another drink machine over here, and then 2 tables for 2. Random decorations on the wall. And it also has a small back room with another small freezer, and then the exit door. Let's move to the second floor, which is the first apartment unit. This is a 1-bedroom and 1.5 bathroom unit. First of all, here's the entrance to the unit. And right off the bat, you would notice that 10 years later, he's not done moving in. Yep, I decorated this with empty boxes all over the unit. You can see that he has no refrigerator yet. You can kind of assume that this is the living room area over here, and then the kitchen and dining on this side of the room. There are 2 lounge seats that haven't been moved to their proper location. And then there's a 6-pack. You can tell that the second one is being worked on right now. There's a fairly basic half bath in here with a toilet and a sink. The bedroom does not have a bed, just a simple mattress on the floor, which is similar to something that I had when I first moved out of my parents' house. And the master bathroom is here with a dual sink, toilet, and a bathtub, but no shower curtains yet. And then lastly, this is the area that will lead to the second apartment unit, which we will check out next. And going up those stairs and entering here, you get to the 3rd floor of the building. So this is a massive 2-bedroom, 2.5 bathroom unit. This is the largest unit I've ever built. Only the bi-level unit in the Zephyr Tower comes close. The living room is pretty spacious. We do have a room for a display table, a couch, a coffee table, and a large flat screen TV. These 2 things over here are external speakers. And then here's a spiral staircase going up to the 4th floor. And underneath there are more boxes, random boxes. Alternating between the windows, you have various random displays such as the bookshelf and this small glass liquor cabinet. The kitchen's pretty massive. Again, going for the black countertops like the previous apartment. This is pretty standard fare for the kitchen. You have a stove, dual sinks, there's actually a microwave in here, and a refrigerator that actually opens. And in here you have the dining room with a good corner location with 4 windows surrounding it. And the dining table is here with white and yellow checkered tablecloth pattern with 4 chairs. And then you have the half bathroom right behind with just a simple sink and toilet. And with that, we go back to the staircase and head on over to the 4th floor. And here it is, the 4th floor of the apartment. When connected to the 3rd floor, you're treated to a view of the living room down below. And on top of that open area is a chandelier. Here's a look at the 1st bedroom, the smaller bedroom with a single bed. You can see there's a tall dresser on this side of the bed, and on the other side there's a computer desk with a gaming PC and a single monitor. Going out back in the hallway, you do have big open windows here, one of which will lead to the fire exit. Before we head to the rest of the rooms, let's look again at the large balcony. It is 18 wide with 2 doors, and of course the pergola. Looking in more rooms, you have the small area here with a washer and dryer unit, and then you have various items in the rack, including a broom, a rifle, and a wrench. Okay, you have a smaller bathroom here with a sink, a toilet, and a shower. You have the master bedroom in this corner here Like the dining room down below, it's surrounded by 4 windows, so you get pretty good views. You do have a wider bed, a 6-wide bed. And then on the other side, you have a small dresser with a television up top and a small beverage cooler. The last detail we want to look at in this floor is the master's bathroom. The entry over here, it does have a dual sink with fancy faucets, so you can see over there. You have a toilet and a shower with 2 shower heads. So, like I said, a little bit more fancy in this bathroom. Alright, gonna put it all together now. Alright, that's it for the overview. So what is the future of this building? Will it have a place in Wasabi District? Actually, I don't know. My actual space in my layout is actually very limited right now. If I do get a bigger space, then something like this may be in the works. But until I get a bigger place for my layout, I'm gonna have to keep this building in the shelf for just a bit longer. Alright, that concludes the overview. Let me know what your thoughts are about this build in the comments below. And subscribe to my channel so you don't miss my latest build overviews. Again, thanks for watching this video. Peace.